Yes, hi, good afternoon. How are you? This is Ella.
Hi, Mama Ella. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great. I was like, I'm looking through the emails. I don't even have her number. Oh my goodness. How did that slip
I'm
my
sorry.
mind? Say that once more?
Oh, I was saying I'm sorry, on my behalf.
No, it's mighty fine. Do you have me on speaker? You sound a bit low.
Okay. Let me take this off.
Yeah, it's just for the recording, so that you can hear yourself actually. You want to be able to hear yourself. So,
Okay.
all right, my love.
Yeah.
So, have you ever received? Is this your first time with me?
No, it's maybe my third time.
Yeah, you
Third or
do. You
fourth.
feel you feel like I've spoken to you before. See, most of the times, what usually happens because I channel so much, and when you in the spirit realm, when you channeling, you don't know exactly, the person itself, but you can pick up on the person's
I
spirit.
remember the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes in
Right.
situations when, first time people come to me, it feels like I've met them before or spoken or had sessions with them before. And that I feel that is only because I might have met them in the past life. Um,
Mhm.
but with you, I said, no, her name seems familiar, and it just seems like I've spoken to her, but I just did not remember. So you're confirming that I actually did. That's great. So how has it been since our last session?
It's been a roller coaster.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
Give me a second. Let me see what your spirit guides here has to say to you. Okay, the first thing that's coming up with you, they're saying, is communication, trusting in yourself, trusting and being consistent with, I guess, affirmations, being consistent with meditation, being consistent with keeping yourself at peace is what they're saying. Being consistent in any of those things, because guess what? To the extent that you remain consistent and to the extent that you gain that internal peace, there is no such thing as what they're saying is fear that can overpower or other people's energy or other people's attitude or something that is not yourself to come and interrupt your internal vortex. So what they're saying, listen, tell her to be patient, tell her to be consistent, do your meditation, take like I'm seeing here a lavender bath. You want to get yourself some lavender plants. You could get lavender what is it? What is that oil kind? Aromatherapy oil, and then too, the
Yep. What about lavender incense?
that's good. But I'm more so they're more so showing me and they speaking to me about the nerves, to soothe the nerves, to calm the nerves. So I'm assuming that's why they're saying the bath itself. So you want to soak into some flowers. Rather, it's the Epsom salt that has the lavender scent to it. Is
Mhm.
do you sell?
Yeah.
Is that being sold where you at?
I didn't see it at the Walmart I just left, but I'll find it.
Mhm. That will be good. This is what's gonna happen. This is the combination that you should take part of. So they're showing me. They're saying, listen, tell her about the lavender essential oil, the lavender Epsom salt, and then the lavender flowers. And then if you have the lavender incense, that will be just like the mind, body, and soul, and all of the, I guess, the elements that will come into helping you soothe your nerves or bringing you back into, or not bringing you back, or yeah, probably bringing you back into a state of peace, into a state of bliss, into a state where you are able to, when you ask your spirit a question, you're able to be like, you know what, yes, that's my higher self, and not have any, I guess, egotistic or the chatter mind interrupt what you're really feeling and really thinking, because again, the throat chakra dealing with communication. And it may be also that, you may not be expressing yourself to people as much as you want to, or how sometimes people say things to you and you say, I'm gonna just let that go. I'm gonna just let that go. I'm not even gonna let this all Most of the times when you just let that go, and and it could even be vice versa, that you are overly talking to people, but to the extent that you always allow people to say or do things to you without saying anything, it gets bottled in. The feelings get
Okay, so
bottled.
I'm having trouble finding the balance then, because when I used to communicate, people would make so much more out of it, then it would
Yeah.
cause unnecessary energy. And so I said, instead, okay, my silence will have to speak for me.
And that's perhaps where they speaking about in terms of internal peace, because when you go into a state of silent meditation, and that's interesting that you said that, because before I got on the phone with you, that was something that your spirit guides did mention, for her to get into silent meditation, because to the extent that you have this silent meditation, you will be able to feel every and be in existence with everything around you. So without any interpretation, without having your own thoughts or anything like that, once you are in silent meditation, what's happening is your internal vortex, or the source code within you, begins to heighten, because guess what, you're only calming down the right mind, you're only calming down the mind. You're not focusing on the brain. The brain is what is always going and thinking and loving people and trying to sacrifice for people. No, no, no. The mind is the, I guess, the realm to the universe. So to the extent that you silence yourself, as you saying, you become more closer to that realm, that universal realm, that source code within you. And that's what you will have to do, because you cannot continue to, okay, well, I don't know why this person is saying this, and this person, as you said, unwanted, um, communication on unwanted tension. Guess what? If that's what you need to do to better yourself, then you need to go into silent meditation, or you should go into silent meditation. If you need to, or if you need to separate yourself from other people because they are not on the same wavelength, okay, or the same channel as yourself, then that's what you need to do, because guess what? At the end of the day, you are trying to find internal peace. You're not trying to be in and you're not trying to combat with anyone, or you're not trying to compete with anyone, or you don't feel as if you're better than someone. Sometimes you think you're better than me, and and all of this stuff. No, I don't believe so. um so in any event, the certain things that you can do even to soothe your nerves is the recommendation that I just mentioned to you. And then with that, you have the four elements. You have you have oil, which can be, the earth element. You have water, taking your bath with water. And then incense is also, is air. Okay. And then the salt is from, guess what, salt is from the earth. But guess what, the sun has to crystallize the salt. So therefore you have the sun, which crystallizes and help with the formation of the salt. And then you have the essential oils, which is earth. And then you have the incense, which is air. And then you have the water, taking a bath in this flower bath. And then not to mention, flower is also earth energy. So balancing yourself and grounding yourself and healing and soothing your nerves. I'm seeing a lot of nerve tension going on with you. Rather it is headaches, rather it's a state of depression, rather it's a state of anxiety, rather it's a state of just not being able to focus is one, or it's just, just being upset. But stress is definitely there, and that's why they're saying, tell her to soothe her nerves, my love. And it's all good. We all get stressed out, for many different reasons. But as we walk along this journey, we begin to find ourselves, because one thing for sure, that pain body is the best lesson, because the pain body is what helps you get into that holistic and that divine body, in my opinion. The pain, once you feel that pain, and once you no longer want to suffer from that pain, it's like, oh no, I gotta get out, and it's motivation. It's motivation for you to just get out of the pain body, and into the holistic and the divine body that you want to achieve. Okay, so it's all good, being stressed and going through pains and going through headaches with other people. That only helps you get closer to yourself, if you do not no longer want to reside in that state of frequency, you see. So it's a lot of healing, a lot of meditation, a lot of center. Again, your spirit guides is basically speaking to me about communication. So we're dealing with the throat chakra, which is also known as the fifth chakra. And 5 is freedom. 5 is adventure. 5 is freedom of speech, and a freedom of expression. So being careful with what you speak into the universe as well, and understand and know that whatever it is that you speak into the universe is what you're going to get back, because again, the universe only responds to your internal vibration, laws of attraction. So be mindful of that. All right, my love. Any questions?
Okay, so yeah, about the part about speaking into the universe, I kind of got, I don't know if clever is the right word, or some people like to say get smart. And in my life, the people around me seem to be feeding more off of, stuff that they can use for gossip, and they kind of just brush off whatever is positive in my life. So what I've started doing is keeping the positive to myself to enjoy and experience. And on Facebook, I go ahead and vent about the stuff that they fuel off of. And what they're doing is retelling. Like, if they're thinking that it's so much going on wrong in my life, they stay away. But I'm enjoying my peace and my calm.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically. So I don't know if doing it that way is sending the wrong message into the universe, because I still have my peace. I have my peace, and only like those who see that I'm peaceful, in real life, those are the ones that are in my life. But the ones who are trying to, be in my life on Facebook and considering Facebook a way of being in my life, I give them all that other the stuff that they need to feed off of.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. See, you have choices, okay? You have the choice to, okay, let me explain it to you like this. You have thoughts that go through your mind, right? Just like a dog, you see, like a dog will pass by you, and all you see is a dog, and it's just passing by, right? You think nothing of this dog that is passing by. So just like these thoughts in your mind comes and they pass by. Well, hey, you have the choice to pick it out, or you have the choice to stick with that thought, or you have the choice to give that thought energy. You have the choice. It's all about you. No one else but you. So you have the choice to rather, hey, let the thoughts go by of other people being negative, and you have the thoughts to, keep that in your mind. That's the power of the mind, the power of the now. So when we speak about the universe, okay, and you putting out thoughts and you putting out energy, that's what I mean by when I say going internally, or what your spirit guides are saying is going internally and practicing that silent meditation as you have been doing, so that you can enhance that higher vibration inside of you. And that higher vibration that is inside of you is what the universe is responding to, because we're dealing with energy, and we're dealing with vibration. What happens in the universe is nothing but vibration. Atoms and elements and molecules, and and it's all frequency, vibration, nothing else, nothing more. Laws of attraction.
Do we have time to go over? I'm sorry. Do we have time to go over the two men in my life?
Let's talk about them. What you want to know? What's happening? In any event with this situation, give me a second. With any event with this situation, feel that this they're speaking to me about feeling, feeling this person's aura or feeling these two different men or whatever their energy instead of just allowing things to just I guess be in a sense. Feel it. Know that this person is quote unquote divine, or know that this person is telling you the truth. No, feel it. Know it in your heart instead of second guessing everything. So if you are in a situation where, and I'm gonna allow you to express yourself, but this is what they're saying in terms of these men. If say for example you have these men come into your life and you're like, I don't know, you're questioning them or you're not sure of them in any event, or things that they have been saying to you or doing to you doesn't add up, in order for you to know their true divine intentions, you have to feel them, is what they're saying. What is your sign, my love?
I'm a Pisces.
There you go, my love. What you telling me? You're Pisces. You gotta fill them out. Fill them out. You know you got it already. You are Pisces. You would but it takes time. It takes.
I've been working. I'm sorry, I'm asking because I've been working with 3 different psychics. Well, really just you and one other, but I also tried another psychic on tarot.com, and all 3 of y'all said one of them, and I know which one is my soulmate, but this is the one whose energy, vibes, and aura is it's I don't know, it's off. And he's older than I am, so I don't feel like he's gonna allow me to be of any light in his life. I don't know, because I feel like he don't receive that well, and so his vibes are off, But the other one, he's almost like perfect, except I have children, and he don't want a woman with children. But he is just right as far as me and him going, how we get along, and the chemistry and the vibe is perfect, almost.
That's a beautiful thing, and with the 2 of them, you're learning very valuable lessons, and within these lessons of relationships, you are also learning how to be treated and what it is that you want in life and in a relationship. In any event, it's interesting that you said that because me and a good friend of mine who is a Scorpio, we had a very deep conversation about this guy that she was seeing, and she said, this guy is like picture perfect, just like you said, you know, and he wants to come back in my life and he wants to give me everything that I want. And I said, oh, well, but I don't really trust this guy. And she said, and you know what? She was like, yeah, you know, he says that he could give me this and he could give me that and he wants to do this and he wants to do that. But guess what? Because she wants to have more children, she wants to get married, she wants to do this, she wants to do that. But she said, guess what? But this is my reality. This is not your reality. So if it's not your reality, you won't see it. So in any event with this guy that you have a more perfect relationship with, if that's not his reality, then you have to just accept it what it is for now. And you have to, in the back of your mind, Pisces, know that one day it may come to an end. Because if this is not his reality of having, you know, a relationship or a committed relationship with a woman that has children, then who you fooling? Let's be real. And I'm not saying that it's not possible. Anything is possible. He may have a change of heart. But the main fact that he is expressing, here goes that expression again, he's expressing that he does not desire or he does not choose or he doesn't prefer, okay, we're going to say that, he doesn't prefer a woman with children. That goes to show you that you got to take him for what he is now and accept him for what it is now. And it may in the long run not last long, and it's okay too, because the experiences that you're having with this brother right now is phenomenal. From your feelings, from your energy that you're speaking about him, it's phenomenal. So it's okay, it's all right. And then with the older brother, you know, I hear you say, well, he don't receive it well, or he's not on my level, or his frequency is off. Those words of communication, my love, is what is shaping your reality. So I advise you to look into what is known as people's consciousness, to the point that you know look at him differently, is to the point that you see him, you know, think about him differently, is to the extent that you see him differently. So if you think about this man differently, you're going to see a whole new reality. So try that tactic, and there you go, thinking your thoughts, then you express yourself differently from him. So give him some time. He's an old man. Well, he's not an old man, but he's older than you, you know. Be patient with the brother. You know men are like babies. You need a goddess. You know the man need a goddess to guide him. You know how many men I done guided in my life? Shoot. I'm telling you, you know. But I'm not saying that any of these relationships is gonna go sour, because it is your choice. It is what you make it. But you cannot be naive about certain things too. You have to look at things, or you should look at things on a bigger, broader perspective. Like, okay, well, you know, I have children, and you know, he's telling me that, you know, he doesn't like women with children. So guess what? I'm just gonna go along with the ride until it ends, if it ever does. You know, if it ever does. What is his sign?
Tiffany,
The
he's a
first.
Sagittarius, the one who doesn't want children. He's a Sagittarius.
I don't. Sagittarius men, I'm telling you from experience, I've dealt with a Sagittarius man for a very long time, and I love him so much. I love him dearly, because he have taught me a lot about life. They're very advanced people. Yes, they are fire signs, so we dealing with water and fire. We dealing with yin and yang. You know, we dealing with opposites. You know, in a lot of situations. But
Yeah.
Sagittarius men, from my experience, can be very manipulative. They can make you think that they love you and it's all about you and blah blah blah. But guess what? You look through that man's phone. He got Tammy. He got Jackie. He got Lisa. He got this. He got that. I'm telling you. But again, that's just my experience. It's not yours. And you're a Pisces, and he was a Sagittarius for real, for real. And I didn't get and just I Sagittarius men in certain situations, they can be tricky. But the main fact that he's coming off and telling you right off the back, that's a plus. That's a plus with honesty. That's a plus with him. So take him on a
Yeah, I
joyride.
mean, I was in a very, like, I've been in a red zone in my life
Mm.
for the past year, and he took me in for 6 months and took complete care of me.
Right.
I'm trying to get prepared to bring my children back into my life. I don't know, he's been awesome. I call him the sage.
Mm.
But I just, wish that it was something I can bring my children into and we can keep going, but it's not.
Well, again, this is a situation where you have to. I'm gonna tell you this. You have to look at things for the future, and you should never be in a situation where it's like, damn, can I bring my children in? Because at the end of the day, as you know, men and women, they come and go, but your children is your children. They're there forever. I even told my father's. I told that about my father. I told my father that about his wife. I said, listen, I'm your daughter. Like, your wife, she could leave you, cheat on you, she could come and go. I'm always gonna be your daughter, you know. So in any event, and again, it's all on what you want in your future. But in any situation, you just have to look at this and plan this out for future references for the future. And again, Sagittarius men, they're sweethearts. They're the charmers, just like Libra men. They charmers, but he came into your life to help you at that particular point. He gave you a blessing, and that's okay. Mhm. That's what he did. At this point, my love, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be very honest with you. At this point, he has already served his purpose in your life. You just committed or confirmed that you was in the red zone and he took you out. Therefore, he has did what is known as a captain save you. He saved you from, like I was telling you before, that state of depression or that state of anxiety or stress that I was, mentioning to you.
Yeah.
So, in actuality, he has already played a very big part of your life, if you think about it like that.
Yeah.
What else do you want from this man?
The other one, though, it feels like, I don't know, he seems insecure, I don't know. I feel like if I get with this one, it's going to take me back.
If you get with who is going to take you back?
The older one. He's a Gemini. He seems insecure.
Then don't do it. If it doesn't feel good, and this is where this communication thing comes in at with yourself. If it doesn't give you a peace of mind, if it doesn't give you if a thought doesn't give you happiness, if a feeling doesn't give you happiness, guess what? Then do not resonate with that. And if you resonate with that, you cannot complain about not being happy. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
If you have that, we have
the communication part. It takes two, right? It feels like he has a lot of questions he's not asking. And I don't know how to just go ahead and volunteer information because I've also been told before I talk too much, I explain too much, I say unnecessary things. So that's a part of the reason why I'm using silence now. And I can feel it. He has lots of questions he's not even asking. And that can be an open book. But I don't know why he's holding back. He seems, I don't know, it's just the feeling is off.
The older man.
Yeah. I don't know if he's, I feel, it don't feel right to me, but I could be wrong.
It takes time. Anything that is molded into perfection takes time. Your child, when you conceive a baby or conceive a child, it takes 9 months for it to be a full embryo or a full fetus. It takes time. You see, everything takes time. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you one thing: there's no such thing as time. So, because some people, it takes time, but for me, it's seasons. When it's time for you to get whatever it is that you want, that's when it blossoms. And again, the universe only responds to what it is that you have internally. So again, if you are resonating on the frequency that you're resonating about this particular brother, the universe will help you to release him out of your life. And don't be surprised if he be like, you know what, I no longer want to get with you, or I think that we should go our separate ways, or I don't, blah blah blah, or he just stopped speaking to you. Don't be surprised at that, because look what look at what you're saying about him, and it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. This is just how you feel, and it's okay. But you have to overstand and look at the bigger picture. We dealing with spirituality, Pisces. We dealing with spirituality. You know it. All right. So again, in any event, work on yourself. Just work on yourself. and accept everything for the now. Do not, add your own interpretation to anything. Just be free like a bird. Free, I'm just free like a bird. I am just free. I am just loving. I am just accepting. I am just honored. I am just peaceful. I am loved. I'm loving myself. I'm cleansing myself. And whoever responds to me will come into my vibrational vortex. That's it. All right, my love. So I thank you so much.
Mama Ella.
Yes, yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Say that again?
Bless you. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, my love. And I'll send you this recording.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.